Also, last week was a pretty big event, probably the biggest event. Would you say that Dreamville is the biggest event in Raleigh for annually?
Yes. Because people be tripping.
What else is there?
What else is there? That is a very good question. I'll go out on a limb and say it is. Yeah, Dreamville is probably the biggest event in Raleigh, and it was last week. And for those that missed it and weren't there, you could have just watched it for free on Amazon Prime, which, yeah, all of us did. Most people in Raleigh don't. I knew many people coming from out of town to actually watch the Dreamville Fest. So it was more for out-of-towners to come here, see how nice Raleigh is, talk about moving here, and actually never do it. We hope.
Tripping, though. Like me, I usually get like a little room or a little suite or whatever on my birthday, you know. I ain't got to do too much, you know. I go back and chill. So, you know, one of the little suites, little places I usually go to, you know. Rooms ain't but so much, you know. So when I go there, and I looked on, you know, negotiate says sell out. So me being me, let me call this place and see, you know, if they got something available for me so I can turn up the rest of my birthday. So when I did, she didn't want to tell me what the price was. I kept asking her, like, okay, so how much is that going to cost me? You know, so I know, you know. She was like, it's going to be a little bit more than normal, but I'll let you, you know. I said, how much is it? Something that would usually cost me about $120 was $487 a night.
Oh, man.
Not there.
That was ridiculous.
Not there.
That's very ridiculous.
Yes.
Yes.
$487 for one night.
And
then I called even one of the cheapest ones just to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I tripping? Or, you know, they said $287. No, it's $267. And that was one of the cheapest ones. They'll only cost you $60.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, I want to circle back to Dreamville just because Dreamville was such a polarizing event. Based on all the acts you saw, who was your favorite act? Did you have a favorite act, Kelly?
So Dreamville, like I said, was my birthday weekend too. So I was watching it, but I won't watching it.
Yeah.
So I was listening, but I won't listening.
Yeah.
You know, if I was going to watch, I was going to really watch for Chris Brown because that's who I kind of really wanted to see. You know, so I just felt like I didn't want to really see 50.
Yeah. I really do feel that Chris Brown not showing up really kind of took a lot of air out of or a lot of energy away from the fans because there were a lot of people who wanted to sell their tickets after they heard Chris Brown had canceled. Yep. And, so I was kind of disappointed, and I don't have any issue with 50, but 50 live is not Chris Brown live.
I feel like 50 would be better at a concert, not Dreamville, or a club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to go to Dreamville to see 50. You know, I want to see somebody I would dream of seeing that I wouldn't normally see. You know? Yeah,
and Chris Brown was it, especially after Usher. Didn't he do last year's, or was it the year before?
It was last year.
Okay,
was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Like, even Nicki, did Nicki show up?
Nicki showed up. The issue was they said Nicki was late, an hour late, and only performed for 20 minutes when she was supposed to do an hour.
That. Like, I didn't really want to see her at Dreamville. I'd rather see her at a concert or a club.
Yeah, between Chris Brown canceling and Nicki showing up, that people were very disappointed with the headliners, the big names. Now, from what I saw, because I did watch
Earth Gang. Didn't Earth Gang show up? Yeah, I saw it. J, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, JID, yeah.
Oh, I thought Jid wasn't there. I was watching J.Cole's performance, and he shouted out Jid and said he wasn't here. Now, I might be wrong.
But usually he performs with Earth Gang a lot, so that's probably
why I might be wrong.
I like Earth Gang, though.
Yeah, so from what I heard, from what I watched, my favorite act I saw on the stream was Ray Shrimmin because they had the energy up.
They keep energy. I like them.
Yeah, I like them cats. You know, I joked about the second album flopping last week, but I really like them young niggas. They got a lot of energy when they do the shows. They put a lot of energy into their performance, so I rock with that.
No flex.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Zone.
Yeah.
The background story is pretty good too.
So. Yeah. So that was my personal favorite. I did get to watch. I didn't watch Nicki's performance, so I can't.
I wouldn't have watched it. Even if I came across it, I probably would have just.
Wow, you're not a Nicki fan?
No, you know, it is crazy because I love Nicki.
Damn.
You know, all the way back
Past
to
tense.
mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the more, you know, famous that she got, you know, it's like
The less you like her.
yeah, because her attitude changed. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit she was talking about before is now she's just talking about crazy dumb shit. You know, like I can't really relate to, so I can't kick it with Nicki like that no more. Even though you know, hey, Nicki do what you do, but she
Your
kinda
new
lost
passion is Glorilla.
Nah, not even.
Oh,
Like nah.
you
Maybe
missed her.
Sukiana though. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you.
I had to, I had to spray you with Lysol if that was
Suki,
true.
that's my bitch, but no, like
Okay.
I don't like a lot of these female rappers now. I can't get jiggy with.
Is there any you fucking with now?
Female rappers?
Yeah.
I mean, I listen, but I go to get, you know, download their album or go to listen to their, you know what I'm saying? Like certain songs that play, I'm like, okay, yeah, get them, you know, whatever, but I won't replay it. I won't repeat it. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff they're talking about now, I can't relate to them.
It's a lot of that going around.
Days, huh?
It's a lot of that going around. Well,
Yeah,
you'll listen to it one time and, oh, that's okay, and never go
but
back
I'm
to it.
not going to, like, go for it. Like, I'm not going to go for it on my playlist.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear it come across, you know what I'm saying? Okay, woo, yeah, woo, get it. But
Okay. Okay. Well, now, despite Dreamville having these lineup changes and people being disappointed, there was still some disappointment with the show. People were complaining of some sound issues going on with some of the acts, to the point where one of the acts, who was it? Nigerian singer Rima, walked off stage during his performance at the 2024 Dreamville Fest due to sound issues. So I don't know who's coming for next year's show, but he's not invited if he's the only artist that walked off during the whole entire festival because of sound issues.
my baby J.Cole, he's stressed.
Yeah. Is it appropriate to do that, Budha, as a performer yourself? Would you think it's cool to walk off stage? Because I don't think that's professional under any circumstances.
Personally, it depends on how bad it is. But if
is.
he's the only one that walked off, I would have to say he fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been.
Now, if my health is at risk or something, yeah, I'm leaving stage. But if it's something related to sound issues, I'm just staying there performing. It doesn't really, you know, hey, it ain't my fault.
And I'm just trying to think. I mean, I didn't. I remember. Matter of fact, when we did the joint in South Carolina State, their homecoming, I still remember that shit sounded. All you could hear was bass. We were doing Carolina Pride. All you could hear was bass, even though the joint was flooded. You know, it was supposed. You know, the crowd was supposed to absorb all. Man, all you could hear was bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we still rocked. They were still jumping and everything. So it was yeah.
That's one thing I know about performing live. If you keep the energy up, people
It's all
will
about
rock with
energy.
you. Yeah.
All about it. That's why you're performing. Shit.
Exactly. So, you know, even if there are sound issues and they can't hear you, they'll still
You turn
remember.
your sound up, you know, put your performance up, make it
Yeah.
something, make it a show.
So, yeah, I don't think that was a wise thing to do, Rima. And now the crowd won't hear the soul stylings of Nigerian singer Rima. Kelly, didn't that upset you? No, I know that jam you was bumping by Rima the other day, how you was coming in here the last time you did the show, and you were like, oh, Rima, this Nigerian singer, he's excellent. You remember that shit?
No.
Okay, because it never happened. Nobody knows this nigga.
I really don't.
Who is Rima?
When was this though? Was you imagining things?
I don't even know Rima. I've never heard this
I
nigga.
thought you about to hit with the Michael Blacks and so who is this sucker boy that sucker?
Who is
I know-
this
okay,
nigga?
so I know the name, but I like if somebody mentioned a song that he said, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I know that song because I've seen that name when I heard it stuff before, but I don't know.
I've never heard of him. So he has a song called "Calm Down" that
Oh,
halts.
okay, I know that one.
Okay, so Kelly's heard of him. Does he do Afro beats? Because he's Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay. Is that wrong that I stereotype every Nigerian musician and say, did he do Afro beats? What if he does classical music? I'd be a real asshole.
Well, how many have you heard that was classical music?
I don't know. I don't ever want to discount Nigerians from playing classical music. So
It just makes more sense with the Afro beat.
I got you.
You gotta have it.
Gucci to do.
Yeah, you gotta have it. Yeah.
Okay.